Hi. For the first question, in this question, alkenes and cyclic alkanes should be considered. How many structural isomers of C4H8 are there? To answer this question, I need to list all possible structures. First, the alkene isomers are but1-ene, but2-ene, 2-methylpropene. This gives 3 structures. Next, consider cyclic alkanes, cyclobutane, methylcyclopropane. This gives 2 more structures. Therefore, the total number of structural isomers is 5. So the correct answer is C. Next, question number 2. Which pair of molecules are positional isomers? Positional isomers must have the same molecular formula, the same functional group, and the same carbon skeleton. Only the position of the functional group change. Option A contains butane and 2-methylpropane. They have different carbons, so they are chain isomer. So this option incorrect, yeah. The option B contains 2 chlorobutane and 1 chlorobutane. The both compounds have the same molecular formula and the same carbon skeleton. The chlorine atom is simply attached to a different carbon atom. This fits the definition of positional isomers, so the correct answer is B. Next, question number 3. The general formula for a non-cyclic alcohol is CnH2n plus 1OH. How many different structural isomers are there for n equals 3 and n equals 4? For n equals 3, the molecular formula is C3H7OH. The possible alcohols are propan-1-ol and propan-2-ol. They are 2 alcohol isomers. For n equals 4, the molecular formula is C4H9OH. The possible alcohols are butan-1-ol, butan-2-ol, 2-methylpropan-1-ol, 2-methylpropan-2-ol. They are 4 alcohol isomers. So the answer is B. For question number 7, cyclohexa 1.4-diene is treated with a solution of bromine in tetrachloromethane in the dark. Which product is formed? Question asks, what product is formed when cyclohexa 1.4-diene reacts with bromine in tetrachloromethane in the dark? The important clue is that the reaction takes place in the dark. In the dark, bromine reacts with alkenes by electrophilic addition rather than free radical substitution. Cyclohexa 1.4-dienes contain 2 carbon-carbon double bonds. Each double bond reacts with 1 molecule of bromine. As a result, both double bonds disappear and 4 bromine atoms are added to the ring. Option B shows 4 bromine atoms added and no remaining double bonds. Therefore, the correct answer is B. Next, the question number 8. This question asks which statement is correct. Let's analyze each statement. Option A states that the bromoethane reacts with aqueous sodium hydroxide to form ethene as the major product. This is incorrect because aqueous sodium hydroxide favors substitution reaction producing ethanol. Ethene will be produced using ethanolic sodium hydroxide. Option B states that 1 chlorobutane reacts more rapidly than 1 bromobutane. This is incorrect. Bromine is a better leaving group than chlorine. So 1 bromobutane reacts faster than 1 chlorobutane. Option C states that the hydrolysis of C2H5,3CBr occurs mostly by the SN2 mechanism. This is incorrect. The compound is a tertiary halogen alkane which reacts mainly through the SN1. Option D compares the stability of a primary carbocation and a tertiary carbocation. A tertiary carbocation is more stable because alkyl groups help stabilize the positive charge, or the primary carbocation is less stable. This statement is correct, therefore the correct answer is D. Next, question number 10. Which compound reacts with 2.4-dinitropanyl hydrazine reagents but does not react with toluene reagent? To answer this question, I need to remember what each reagent tests for. 2-DNPH reacts with aldehydes and ketone because both contain a carbonyl group. Toluene reagent reacts with aldehyde but does not react with ketone. Therefore, we were looking for a compound that contains a ketone but not an aldehyde. Option B and C is aldehyde, incorrect. Option D, alcohol, also incorrect. So the correct answer is A because A contains a ketone that reacts with 2.4-dinitropanyl hydrazine reagent but does not react with toluene reagent. So yeah, the answer is A. Next question, number 11. Compound X has stereoisomers and forms a precipitate when warmed with Fehling's reagent. What could be the structure of compound X? First, we need to identify what Fehling reagent tests for. Fehling reagents gives a positive result with aldehydes. Therefore, the compound must contain an aldehyde group. Next, that compound must have stereoisomers. This means it must contain a chiral carbon atom bound to 4 different groups. A, this compound contains an aldehyde group. However, it does not contain a chiral carbon atoms. Therefore, it does not have stereoisomers. Option B, this compound contains a ketone group. Ketone do not react with Fehling reagent, therefore it is incorrect. Option C, this compound is also a ketone, therefore it does not give a positive Fehling's test. It is incorrect. Option D, this compound contains an aldehyde group. The carbon next to aldehyde is attached to different carbon groups, making it a chiral center. Therefore, it has the stereoisomers and reacts with Fehling reagent. This satisfies both conditions, so the correct answer is D. Next question, number 23. Compound Y is hydrolyzed by warm aqueous silver nitrate or AgNO3 to form a precipitate that is soluble in dilute aqueous ammonia. Compound Y undergoes an elimination reaction to form an alkene. What is the skeletal formula of compound Y? Precipitate form must first be identified. Silver chloride dissolves in dilute ammonia. Silver bromide only dissolves in concentrated ammonia. Silver iodide does not dissolve in ammonia. Therefore, the precipitate must be silver chloride. This means compound Y must contain chlorine. The question also states that the compound Y undergoes elimination to form an alkene. Let's examine the option. Option A contains bromine. This would form silver bromide, not silver chloride. Incorrect. Option B contains iodine. This would form silver iodide. Incorrect. Option C contains chlorine and is a primary chloroalkane. Primary chloroalkanes can undergo elimination when heated with ethanolic hydroxide ions to form alkene. This satisfies both conditions. Option D contains chlorine, but the chlorine is attached to a carbon that is not suitable for the elimination process required in this question. Therefore, it is not the best answer. So the correct answer is C. Question number 25. Which reagents react with ethanol? The reagent given are sodium, SOCl2, and PCl5. Let's consider each reagent. Reagent 1, sodium. Ethanol reacts with sodium to produce sodium ethoxide and hydrogen gas. Therefore, reaction is occur. Next reagent, COCl2. Thionyl chloride converts alcohol into chloroalkanes. Ethanol is converted into chloroethane. Therefore, reaction occurs. And then PCl5. Phosphorus pentachloride also converts alcohols into chloroalkanes. Therefore, reaction occurs. Since all three reagents react with ethanol, the correct answer is A, 1, 2, and 3. Next question, number 32. 1 chloro-2-methylpropane and 2 bromo-2-methylbutane react separately with aqueous silver nitrate in ethanol. Both reactions proceed via nucleophilic substitution and a precipitate is formed. The time taken for 1 chloro-2-methylpropane to form a precipitate is T1, and the time taken for 2 bromo-2-methylbutane to form a precipitate is T2. Which row is correct? The first compound is 1 chloro-2-methylpropane. The chlorine atom is attached to a primary carbon. Primary halogen alkanes usually react through the SN2 mechanism. The second compound is 2 bromo-2-methylbutane. The bromine atom is attached to a tertiary carbon. Tertiary halogen alkanes usually react through the SN1 mechanism because a stable tertiary carbocation can form. Now let's compare the reaction times. Bromine is a better leaving group than chlorine. Also, tertiary halogen alkanes react more readily by SN1. Therefore, the second compound reacts faster. This means that T2 is smaller than T1. In other words, T1 is more than T2. Now, let's examine the option. Option A states that the first compound reacts by SN1. Incorrect because it is primary. Option B states that the first compound reacts by SN2 and T1 is more than T2. Both statements are correct. Option C states that the second compound reacts by SN1, which is true. However, it also states that T2 is more than T1, which is false. Option D states that the second compound reacts by SN2. Incorrect because it is tertiary. Therefore, the correct answer is B. Question number 33. What is the total number of sp3 hybridized atomic orbital used in the bonding of both two in? First, write the structure. The two middle carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized. The two terminal carbon atoms are CH3 groups. These carbon atoms are sp3 hybridized. Each sp3 carbon atoms has 4 sp3 orbitals used in sigma bonding. Therefore, 2 carbon atoms times 4 orbitals equal 8 orbitals. So the correct answer is D, 8.